Harry Clarke, who joins me now in Cairns, Australia. That's in the Northern Territory. Harry, thank you for being with us tonight. Cyclone Narelle is set to pack a real big punch right where you're located. Can you kind of set the scene for what you expect?
G'day, Steve. Thanks for having me on. That's right. Cyclone Narelle is currently crossing the coast of Queensland. It's heading towards the Northern Territory over the next 48 hours or so, but it's first making landfall basically as we speak to the north of where I am now in Cairns. It was forecast to be a tropical cyclone 5, a category 5 system, but it hasn't quite reached that level. It's a high tropical 4. Category 4 system, which is reflected by the fact that wind speeds are in excess of 250 kilometres per hour. So it's crossing right up on the northern part of Queensland on the Cape York Peninsula, which luckily, I suppose, is a pretty remote and scarcely populated area. I'm in Cairns. It's the northernmost city in Queensland, and this cyclone is a few hundred kilometres to the north of us, but basically beyond Cairns, there's not a great deal of heavily populated centres. So that's going to thankfully minimise the damage, but there are people living in this area. So as we speak, they're going to be really copping it from Cyclone Narelle with wind speeds of more than 250 kilometres per hour, rainfall of more than 500 millimetres in parts.
Harry, I want to ask you about that because for us here, we're looking at it and we measure in miles per hour. It's a 140 mile per hour, wind, which is category 4 high end. I want to ask you about the rain though, because this is an area that has had a significant amount of rain. What's the concern overall for the flooding threat for the Northern Territory?
Yeah, well, that is the big concern. The storm surge is pretty big from what authorities told us. They've just provided an update from the emergency headquarters in Brisbane, which is the capital of the state of Queensland. But you're right, this whole area, the whole of Cape York, in fact, the whole of Queensland and northern Australia has had an absolute drenching. It is the northern tropical monsoonal season. We're sort of at the latter part of that monsoon season, and it's been a big monsoon season. There's been 1,000 millimetres of rain in parts over the past 3 or 4 weeks. So localised flooding is the concern, and Queensland is no stranger to floods. It's these severe weather events are something we're quite used to, but it's been interesting to, on my emails, you get these emergency alerts from the Queensland Police Service, and in a flurry over the past 24 hours, they've just been adding more emergency flood alert emails. So there's about 20 local catchments across the Cape York Peninsula that are now the subject of an emergency flood alert. So to add another 500 millimetres of rain to the mix over the next 48 hours or so across Cape York is certainly going to be seeing a lot of rivers rise and certainly flooding events in different areas.
Yeah, an incredible rain event, powerful cyclone Narelle. I want to ask you one other thing, Harry. In your experience, you talked about, they're familiar with some extreme weather events, but what I think is unique, and we have the path of what we expect with Cyclone Narelle, this thing could make 3 different landfalls. Is that unique in and of itself, or is that something that you expect when it hits the Northern Territory of Australia?
It is pretty unique in that regard, Steve. You're right. Queensland is no stranger, and the Northern Territory is no stranger to tropical cyclones. But in this instance, it's crossing the coast on the eastern side of Queensland, and then it's moving across, relatively on a global scale, a relatively small land area. So it's going to remain a tropical cyclone as it moves over the next 40 hours over the Cape York Peninsula, and then across the coast again back into the, as a Category 2, into the Gulf of Carpentaria, and then rebuild in intensity in the Gulf of Carpentaria. So that's what the Bureau of Meteorology is forecasting. From there, it could very well make way towards the Northern Territory and then over to Western Australia. So it is unique, you're right, in that regard, that there could be 3 states feel the effects of Tropical Cyclone Narelle.
It just shows you how massive and intense these systems are. And Harry, even behind you, it looks like some of the mountains, or at least higher elevation, getting lost in the clouds, showing you the intensity and the sheer size of powerful Cyclone Narelle. Harry Clarke with Sky News Australia, thank you for joining us on The Flip Side.